The 2018 Monster Energy Supercross season has had a lot of changes to the format. This weekend is no different, as in the 250 class, the East and the West collide together for an East-West showdown. And joining me now is Christian Craig, who used to ride the 250 but is now on a 450 due to a lot of injuries with the Honda team. Christian, I want to start there. Tell me, the 450s are awesome. You know, it's great to be on that in the big class with the big boys. But is there a small part of you that kind of wants to ride in that 250 showdown?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously I started on the 250 and I didn't get a win in it. So it would be nice to finish on a 250, but, you can't pass up a 450 deal.
Talk to me about the season. It has been one of ups and downs on the 250, on the 450, back to the 250, leading some laps, not finishing the laps. It's just been a roller coaster of emotions for you. How have you kind of processed the season as it's been so far?
Well, my 250 season hasn't gone planned. I obviously came in with high hopes of winning and leading a championship, but with one podium and only a couple top fives, I'm pretty disappointed with that. I feel like I prepared myself to, in a good spot and to lead the championship, but, it's just, that's how it played out. But unfortunately, a couple riders got hurt, and I got the call up to ride the 450, and I feel like I fit that bike better. So I'm excited, and I'm pumped to finish off the series with the 450 team.
Why do you feel that you fit the 450 better? What are those things that you feel like you've done really well and that you're still trying to work on to finish out that season strong?
I feel like I'm a taller guy, and I'm bigger and a little bit heavier on the 250. So, and my riding style fits the 450 a little bit better. So that's one thing. And I've just always rode the 450 well. That's fit me and the way I race. So, I'm excited, and especially for factory Honda, that's kind of like a dream, and everybody's dream that rides dirt bikes to ride on a factory team. So, you can't pass up that opportunity.
One of the new things that's occurred this season is for the ability for the fan and the viewer to be able to see these post-race press conferences. And you've been in the press conference before with a lot of your personality that's come out in that presser. Where do you feel like your outspoken nature fits into your riding style and how it can benefit you?
Well, I don't like to hold anything back. I like to say what I'm thinking, and I think that showed in the press conference this year when I got third at Anaheim. I spoke the truth. The track wasn't the best that weekend, and I liked the Triple Crown, so I told them how I liked it and how I went about that day. So, like I said, I speak the truth and try not to hold anything back. I'm just myself. This is how I am, and I'm not out there to make any enemies. I'm not out there to talk crap on anybody, but if I have an issue, I'm going to confront you and try to work it out too.
Coming into Indianapolis this weekend, we're just past the halfway point in the season, but these kind of Midwest Dome races are a little bit tighter, a little bit more difficult to navigate. They're very technical. What do you feel gives you an advantage going into this weekend?
I feel like I'm a more technical rider, for a track that's technical and has tight sections. I feel like that fits me. Anything wide open, where you got to hang it out, that's not my style really usually. So, last week in St. Louis wasn't my best result, but the track was tough. There was people doing quads and triples out of corners that only a few were doing. So, you definitely got to bring your big boy pants to the race and expect some big jumps, especially on the 450. So, Indianapolis this weekend, I'm excited. I raced here last year on the 250. I didn't do that well. I got sixth, but, I'm kind of using these races as a little revenge for last year. Last year was kind of a fluke for me racing the East Coast and just had some ups and downs, but, I've seemed to, like I said, have revenge, like a Daytona and Atlanta.
Part of what interests me about you is this outspoken nature of Christian Craig on the bike and then underneath the helmet versus the really soft-spoken, gentle father. How do these two balance with each other, especially on a race day where you have to be one and then the other almost within an hour?
Yeah, I feel like I fit the dad side better. I try not to be too aggressive, and with the dirt bike side, I like to I'm gonna be nice to you until you burn the bridges. I'm a guy that wants to be nice to everybody and give everybody a chance. So that's one of the things. And then I want to be a good role model to my kid and to all the fans out there too. So, man, I mean, my kid's my motivation first of all. So I use that. And then, to be best in the sport, you got to be aggressive and take all the opportunities you have.
He's Christian Craig. He's on the Geico Honda. Be racing this weekend in Indianapolis. Christian, thanks so much for the time today. Best of luck and best of health this weekend.
Thank you.